vigor. What if, properly understood, the canonical, or accepted, Gospel of Matthew is far more radical and robust than the apocryphal Gospel of Thomas, or the canonical Gospel of John is far more visionary and transformative than the apocryphal Gospel of Peter? If only we had ears to hear, as Jesus says. Think about all the people who read articles or watch documentaries about Jesus on educational media every chance they get, hoping to get a deeper glimpse into this singularly fascinating personality. And think about the people who are repulsed by the usual cast of religious spokespeople on the nightly news or talk shows, not to mention paid religious broadcasting. To what degree are these communicators and communications media representing or misrepresenting Jesus and his message? Think about the people who have profound spiritual experiences that tell them there's something more to life, something that can't be reduced to the formulas or mechanisms of organized religion or reductionist science. Think about the people who, even though they've given up on organized religion due to bad or boring experiences with it, still have a high opinion of Jesus. Or maybe opinion isn't the right word. What they have is a certain sense of possibility regarding Jesus. A sense that there might be more going on with him than most people realize, including perhaps many who call themselves Christians. These unsatisfied people, and I'm one of them, have this unshakable intuition that both he and his message are better than anything they've heard or understood or figured out so far. They, I should say we, feel that there's a missing puzzle piece, without which the big picture won't snap into place. There's a hidden door somewhere behind a curtain or bookcase, and through that door there are rooms we've never imagined. We, have this hunch that there's a secret we don't yet get. I'm not talking about something silly. I'm not talking about some kind of crazy conspiracy theory or wild speculation. I don't want to insult anybody, so I won't mention anything specific, but you know what I mean. I'm not talking about Jesus being in league with aliens from the planet Zorkon 3 or anything like that. The secret I'm thinking of is more like the kind of rush of insight that comes to you near the end of a really good movie. You've been confused about something since the very first scene, but suddenly it all comes together. For many of us, we feel we've been watching the movie attentively, but we haven't gotten to that moment of clarity yet. We wish it would come. I could tell you I've got it all figured out, but if I did, you probably wouldn't believe me anyway. After all, there's nothing more common than some religious kook claiming to have the final word. No, I can't tell you that I have it all figured out, but I can tell you I am confident that I'm on to something. After many years of searching, struggling, questioning, doubting, wondering, walking away frustrated, returning, rereading, and starting all over again, I've seen a few things that are making the pieces come together for me and many others. If I'm not at that point in the movie where the rush of insight happens, I'm right on the verge of it. Maybe as I write the pages you're about to read, more will come clear, and I'll cross the threshold to a new degree of understanding. I hope so. That's why I'm writing. I assume that's why you're reading. I'm envisioning 3 kinds of people as I write this book. First, you may never have heard of me or read any of my previous books. You're reading this sentence because of the title or the topic or the cover art or the recommendation of a friend, not because of the author. I'm glad we can in some way become acquainted through this book, and I hope you'll think some new thoughts and imagine new possibilities as you read. I hope the secret message of Jesus wins your heart, as it has mine. I'm especially hopeful that this book will be helpful to people who consider themselves spiritual but not religious, or interested in Jesus but not Christianity. Even though I've been a pastor for 20-some years, I sympathize, as there is much in the religious establishment that repels me. That's one of the reasons I have looked forward so much to writing this book. I believe the secret message of Jesus provides a clear alternative and a different direction than our religious establishments frequently take. Second, you may have read one or more of my previous books and decided to take a risk on another. You may feel, as I do, that my previous books have been clearing the ground for something new, and you have a hunch this book might contain the seed of that something new. Third, some people have considered my previous writings controversial or worse, and some readers may come from their number. If this describes you, I hope you will find something of value here. I know you will find weaknesses to point out. For example,